is Frayway. It's really weird to say F-R-A-Y and then W-A-Y. Frayway.
Man, I've been wanting to speak to this brother too, man, because I think he had some personal stuff going on, man. I'm glad to see Frayway, man.
Yeah, yes, he does. And we're going to be talking about all that right here today. Please, let's get him on Frayway right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good morning, brother. Did you catch that last comment?
Let me say it like that. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
morning, Blue.
Let me put on my England voice. That was
proper
sexy.
rising to you.
Good morning. Ah, man, Ferg was the bomb. I did catch that last comic, Mike Sherm. What's his name? Yeah, Herm. He was off the Sherm. He was off the Sherm.
And kill me. My best friend's name is Herm, so I know he was gonna do it.
Mike, I tried to red flag y'all and DM Cletus. I knew it was gonna go bad because he was in a Thunderbird. I said, no, man, you can't do comedy in the back of nobody's Thunderbird. He told the Uber driver to pull over. I'm on the Michael Collier show. Pull over. I got to get these jokes on.
Thunderbird is a great car and a wonderful drink. I don't care what you say.
Not an 84, sir.
That was a bad year.
Man, I feel blessed, man. How y'all feeling this morning, man? What a show, Mike. Mike, if I ever needed a show like this, I needed it today. This right here. I mean, you went from France to wherever Sherm was from. What part of Nashville?
He's from Nashville. He just said Nashville, Tennessee. I have no idea. I don't think Nashville is claiming him right now.
And then he said he was homeless.
Him to LA.
He said he was homeless. So I said that he can be from anywhere.
He can be from anywhere.
That made a lot of sense. I
love you, and I brought you on the show. I know you're naturally funny. You could do it off the top, but I did bring you also to speak about the thing that you're dealing with. Are you ready to do that with me?
Sure.
Okay. This gentleman is, first of all, is funny. I met him in Chicago. He came and worked with us when I went and did the New Year's gala, and I got a chance to meet him. Beautiful man and a great comedian, a funny guy. You see, like the other guy was here 4 hours and got a half a joke. This guy been here half a minute, got 6 jokes. Yes, Jess Glaze.
I just wanted to ask Michael, can you be straight at a gala? All right, move on.
That's why I love Cletus. He don't miss.
He don't miss. Well, what happened is this young man, our friend here, Frayway, just lost his daughter. His daughter was killed through violence. 19 years old?
18. 18.
Can you tell us the story?
Sure. Okay. And so I don't want people to get sad. Don't get sad. I know it's a sad story, but this is how I've been coping through comedy, because this is medicine. And so when you asked me this morning how I was doing, even though I've been going through this situation, I was gonna tell you better than Donald Trump. Okay.
Yeah. Did he lose? Did he have to pay $5 million to the lady?
Listen. First of all, he admitted to the guilt and was shocked that he was guilty. I didn't understand that. It was the quickest deliberation in the history of deliberating. They didn't even go into the deliberation room. They
just sat right there and said $5 million. Go ahead, Cleve.
Come on, bro.
Which is weird to me about him, man, because people always want to say that Donald Trump is white, but that's really black, because black people will admit to their wrong and then act like they're surprised. You ever had people steal from you and try to help you find it?
And it's in their pocket.
They're like, what you mean you missing money? That's crazy out here.
Let me help you find it.
Let's look for it.
That's right. So I'm doing much better than that, you all. So about a month ago, my daughter attended North Carolina A&T. This was her first year of college. She's supposed to be coming home last week. And they were having their spirit week in school, and they were having a block party, which they do annually. And she was, there was a drive-by shooting, and she was shot. There were 2 kids that were shot. One survived and one did not. The one that did not was my daughter. She didn't make it. I was actually at home, on my way leaving home. I was heading on the expressway because it was the night of the election we had here, the big mayor election. And we talked about it. What's crazy, the last time we were here, Mike, we were talking about the election. It was election night, and I was on my way to one of the candidates' party, And I got the call and I had to turn around and I was looking for flights to get to North Carolina, and the detectives called me back and let me know she didn't make it. It was hurtful. It was something that I was just in disbelief. We funeralized her a couple of weeks ago, but let me tell you a little bit about my daughter. She was just not an ordinary kid. My daughter, she lived for 18 years, but she completed more in those 18 years than a lot of people would in 100. She had a very good life. My daughter finished her assignment. I am at peace with what has happened, not what has happened to her, but her transition, and knowing that, you know, she's with our Creator. And with that, Mike, I want people to know that there is an ongoing investigation, and so I know you have some ties in the North Carolina area. The story has been on every news channel in North Carolina. And I know people have probably seen it. Yes, that's my daughter. That's my baby. That's my Deja Rae. And she used to come to everything with me, including comedy shows, you know, when we weren't doing the clubs and different things, but in the clean places, the outside events, my daughter was with me everywhere. And so what we have done, we have launched, is what you can see on the screen, the Rae of Light Foundation in her honor. We have started her foundation. It's up and running. It's legitimized. We are at full blast right now. What that is that we want to protect this from happening from your kids and other children. I believe my daughter is a modern Martin Luther King, where she had to take a bullet so millions of other kids can be saved. Wow. And so what Rae of Light is we're built to protect the futures of our next generation. And in doing that, through safety, we are building a database on our website that will rate school campus security on campus and around campus, because a lot of these schools, especially HBCUs, are open campuses where anybody could just walk on that campus and do anything to your child. And so I've learned that my daughter was the third Black freshman girl killed at North Carolina A&T in less than a year.
Wow.
And it ripped the heart out of me to hear that other parents have been through this and gone through them, and they kind of swept this under the rug. So Rae of Light is going to shine a light on that darkness and build that database and rate school campuses so parents can see where they're sending their kids, so they know how safe it is. And we've hired researchers and different people and volunteers to get that information for us. And we will post the different incidents, especially violent ones that happen on campus, so you can understand where you're sending your kids. Mike,
I love you, brother. I love your strength and your courage. And I don't even know how you can still stand as you stand, brother.
Well,
still
my daughter was a very strong person, even at 18. That's why we call her middle name is Rae. Her name is Deja Rae. And that's why we call the foundation after her, Rae of Light, RAE of Light, LIGHT. And in that, my daughter did so much that we're going to incorporate the foundation with the things she did too, in social engagement programs for our young people, with technology, agriculture, fine arts, sports programs, and we're even going to have events for parents who have lost their children. So I know even in this, you know, they say what the devil meant for bad, God can turn it around for good. So even in this tragedy, we're going to turn it around for good. And we are going to advocate for my baby and make sure that her story doesn't get buried with her, and that her legacy lives on through this foundation, and that we can help other families and other children, because we have a gun problem in America, but we have to start where we are in our communities.
Start where we at,
before we.
So let me ask you this: how can we help? All these people are watching. Is there something we can do? Can we write in? Do we go to one of these? Do we go to Rae of Light Foundation? What do we do?
Absolutely. So our website is theraeoflightfoundation.org. Right now, they are finishing constructing the website. This is freshly new. My daughter passed probably 30 days ago. The foundation is up and running. It's legitimized. We are an actual 501c3. We are legit. Okay. I put the link in the comments for my link tree, or you can go on my Instagram, Frayway, FRAYWAY, and just go to the links, and you can donate, or you can sign up to volunteer. I'll give you my email, which would be jf@theraeoflightfoundation.org. Foundation.org. I'll put it in the comments. JF, that's just my real name, Jeremiah Frazier. JF at the Rae of Light Foundation.org. And you can sign up wherever you are because this is nationwide. My daughter, we sent her away from Chicago, from the violence, and she couldn't escape it even in North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just go to all my links right there at the top. And you click all my links right there under it in the bio, all my links, and you will see. And we've, support has been raining in. John P. Key is a native of North Carolina, and he dedicated a concert to my daughter, brought me and her mom. People have been supporting, but we don't want this to just go away. We want schools to be accountable for the safety of our children. We want surrounding neighborhoods to be accountable for the safety of our children. Because if we don't protect if our future doesn't have a chance to live, then this next generation, we don't have a chance at seeing them potentially becoming whatever it is that they can be. It's a shame we cut them off too early and too short. And so go to my Facebook, my Instagram page, go under all my links. You'll see Rae of Light Foundation. It's the first thing you'll see when you go under those links.
Well, I just want to say thank you for coming on the show and sharing this with us. I applaud your courage. When I called you to invite you to the show, I know this tragedy that you're dealing with. And the first question I asked you is, are you still doing your comedy during this time?
Yeah.
And you was like, yeah, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep going through. That's why I want you to come here, give us a little funny, and then show us what's going on in your life for real. And if there's any of our viewers can help, I encourage you guys, write in, reach out. Let's hug this brother. Let's lift him up. Let's help him get through this storm that you're going through very well. I'm very proud of how you're handling it. And my condolences to your family and that beautiful goddess of yours, Rae, man. Blessings.
Yep. And I got a button for you, Mike, when I get to you, either in LA or when you come to Chicago. And let me tell you, Mike, and for all the people that are listening, this is just a piece of what a lot of us entertainers and comics go through. Even though we're hurting, a lot of us are naturally funny and naturally gifted. We have to put out what the gifts that God give us to make sure that we sustain other people's happiness and make sure you all are entertained and have a good time. Sometimes you don't know what we're dealing with, and it could be difficult, but the good ones get the job done. And I know Mike, how many years he's had in the game, he's been through some tragedy, he's been through some tough times and rough times, but he still got on that stage. You'll never know. So love on your entertainers and comedians, and prayers out to Jamie Foxx. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? I don't need to know what's going on to know that he needs our prayers and our thoughts, because to me, he is the most, not one of the most, he is the most well-rounded entertainer I have ever come across. The man can sing, he's funny, he's talented, he can act, he can do it all. Impersonations, Jamie Foxx, my love, and even though I'm hurting, you know what? I don't have to be selfish. I can share my love and pain. And I see you got a book.
That's his book, man. That's Jamie's newest book, and I'm glad you mentioned him, because I talk to folks who's very, very close to him, and even the closest folks to him can't tell me nothing. They said, man, even if you was his relatives, you got to sign an NDA to find out what's going on. So we don't know what's going on, but we know that he's going through a process of healing, and so we will put that in the prayer. Blessings to you, King. I appreciate you and who you are. And sir, you say something?
I just wanted to say real quick, Frey, first of all, you didn't have a button for me, so that made me feel some kind of way.
I got you, Clee.
My daughter is going to Greensboro, which is the school right next door to A&T. Okay. So I'll be down there in June. I've actually built up a lot of connections down in Greensboro. So me and you and I can talk, man. I'm gonna make sure I get some people working on your behalf down there in Greensboro. I know you all the way in Chicago, but just since I'll be in Greensboro a lot, my daughter going to school right next door. I don't mind being an extension for you. And 2, next time you drink Starbucks on the show, at least have some in the cup. that is an empty cup.
You know it's empty.
Cup when I hear one.
I love you, brother. I love you. We gotta go. We out of time. You're fantastic, sir. And
love y'all too.
Cletus, you pretty damn fantastic too. So thank you for being on the show. Leave us with a woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo. For the Rae of Light Foundation. Mike, thank you very much. Cletus, love you, man. Woo, woo, woo.
Wait,
I just want to know why your crotch is glowing.
I have a North Carolinian with me right here.
Carolinian.
Oh, Sonia.
And
look.
She's trying to hide. I don't know why she's trying to hide.
Mike, look at that hat.
But she wanted to come in and share some love as well. I don't know why she hiding and stuff. And don't be down there.
I love you, Sonia.
Sonia
knows
this
I
is
love
a family show, Sonia.
Oh, please, I'm sorry.
So get up off that floor.
I just wanted to say to you, Frayway, it's so good to see you. You are definitely in my prayers. And if there's anything, I'm sure there's something we can do in Winston, because I love my HBCUs.
Yes.
And we want to support. I told Cletus as well, once his daughter gets there, if I'd have known your daughter was there, I'm so sorry I didn't know she was there. But I definitely want to support you in this effort, Mike and I, through our whatever we can do.
Okay.
Whatever we can do as far as fundraising to help
with money, flowers, hugs, whatever.
I love you, Sonia. You know that. We're going to come have a big meeting and a family dinner at your restaurants, and we're going to hang out. I promise you. We'll get it. We'll get it done.
I love what you said. You said something with the comic, something you said with your comedy. I would love to do a fundraiser with that. Something you said. Something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We gonna advocate and make sure we do the social engagement programs and put on different things for parents who have lost their children, because it's a club you don't want to be in. Yeah. It's not exclusive. Trust me. But it exists, and we have to deal with it.
Hey, I love y'all. I really got to keep this show moving, but I love you. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you, brother. I'm very proud of you.
Love you too. Love you, Sonia. Cletus.
Lead us with the woo, woo, woo one more time. With the woo,
woo, woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo. Man went through tragedy and still is able to woo, woo, woo. I love you and your courage, brother. God bless you, and we will be supporting you. As y'all see, I got prayer up. I got to go right to it because we're running way late. We still got 3 wonderful things.